What if we're on the brink of a monumental shift that could shake the very foundations of our beloved Bears? Could the winds of change be sweeping through Hollis Hall, setting a new course for a franchise still haunted by its past? Are we about to witness the heart-wrenching departure of a key player, one whose skill and tenacity played a significant role, yet who might have quietly become a casualty to a brutal business of football? Rumors are swirling like a raging wind through our beloved Soldier Field, and insider intel suggests that dark clouds are gathering over the future of a certain edge rusher. If these whispers hold any weight, we might be staring down a seismic shift in the defense strategy that could send shockwaves through the NFC North. Ladies and gentlemen, the streets are alive with speculation, and the city is holding its breath as we all ask, could Montez Sweat be on his way out? The gravity of losing a player of his caliber and athlete who brought both undeniable athleticism and a fierce competitive spirit sends shivers down the spines of Bears fans everywhere. His departure might seem like a simple transaction on paper, but the ripples it sends throughout the locker room could be catastrophic. Picture this: the remaining players looking around, weighing their own futures as uncertainty looms. Remember those gut-wrenching playoff heartbreaks in 06 and 18? The bitter sting of being so close yet so far has echoed in our hearts long enough. This franchise, this city, has endured a relentless cycle of hope and despair, of highs that have crashed into lows, all in pursuit of that elusive Lombardi trophy. What if this rumored departure fractures the carefully built locker room chemistry, leaving us with a wounded spirit that takes more than just one season to mend? Can this team, still finding its identity, withstand the shock of losing a key piece? Is this what ignites a fiery uprising to reclaim our dominance, the fiercest playoff run since Hester's electrifying returns? The tension is suffocating, and the stakes have never been higher as we ponder the what-ifs that could shape a franchise's destiny. And if that domino falls, it might just unleash a frenzied Bears offseason, the likes of which Chicago has never seen. Buckle up, folks. The offseason is heating up, and our allegiance is about to be tested as we navigate the icy waters of what comes next for our beloved Bears. Listen up, Bears Nation. It's time to rise from the ashes of disappointment, to rally our spirits, like the ghosts of our glorious past, and forge a path that knows no fear, no doubt. Can you hear the echoes of '85? The defense that brought the pain and cemented our legacy. The aura of greatness hangs in the air, taunting us as we dissect what's happening right now at Hollis Hall. We're on the brink. Think about it. Whispers of an impending trade, scheming for a quarterback, shuffling personnel that feels eerily reminiscent of the chaos we've seen too many times before. Sure, we've got talent, but potential has often been a mirage for the Bears, like a flickering streetlight over Lakeshore Drive, illuminating nothing but shadows as we tumble towards another season of agony. But what if this time it's all for something greater? This front office is breathing fire, and the locker room is electric with tension. The veterans want to regain their ferocity, while newcomers are hungry to leave their mark. But at what cost? The Packers are licking their lips, reveling in our growing pains, just as the Lions and Vikings circle like vultures, waiting to feast on our failures. Now, imagine if the trade talks aren't just hokey wrangling for picks and money. What if they're the harbingers of a seismic shift, a full-on existential crisis? Could our own roster be torn apart only to be rebuilt, like that jagged scar over Soldier Field that has seen so many legends come and go? We've cradled hope too many times, only for it to crumble. But there's something different this time. There's a reason why we're still clinging to memories of Erlicher's fearless spirit and Hester's breathtaking returns. That fire is flickering in the eyes of our players now. It's palpable. You could feel it creeping into the air like the chill of lake wind on a frigid December night, reminding us that the ghosts of our treasured past won't let us forget their pain. How we broke our hearts in '06, stumbling against the Colts, leaving us gasping for redemption again and again since that fateful 2010 NFC Championship game where the offense fell apart, crumbling under the weight of expectations. It's like our fate is a dance, isn't it? One moment we're soaring high with promise, and it feels like a collective exhale of relief. But then there's that fateful moment when the ball bounces wrong. Just ask Cody Parkey, our own version of the emotional exorcist, as we watched him meet the football with grace, only for it to betray us like we've known so many times. We're still nursing those wounds. How do you even begin to trust again? But alas, what if I told you that the answers lie not just in what is fading, but in the murmurings of what's to come? There's that fire they're igniting at Hollis, and we can either deny it or embrace it. We're at a crossroads, and the roar of the crowd is beckoning us to choose. Will the front office's gamble pay off, or are we looking down the barrel of another unraveling season that will leave us begging for a flicker of hope amidst the dark? Our past binds us, but it doesn't have to dictate our future. The weight is heavier than those iconic cold noon kickoffs against the Packers. Our breath fogs up the air as we wonder if all these high-stakes moves were a blessing or a curse. Are we drawing closer to old ghosts, or are we shaking their chains for good? Brace yourselves, because as much as we crave stability, the one thing we know is uncertainty binds us together. Can we hold our hopes up one more time? Can we suffer through another chaotic chapter? Because here's the haunting question that looms like an autumn mist. Will we see our Bears reforge their legacy on the ashes of past calamities and rise once more? Or are we destined to be haunted, forever replaying the double doinks and the missed opportunities that taunt us like a broken record? This is our heart's last stand. Bears fans, grab that last drink. Look into your fellow fans' eyes and dare to believe in the chaos, the promise of a new dawn, because this ride is far from over. Are we willing to refuse acceptance of the easy narrative that we are doomed to repeat the mistakes of those who came before us? Because as the clock ticks down to the first snap, I find myself haunted, wrestling with the heavy implications of the question that looms larger than any playbook could ever contain. Will we venture past the abyss this time, or will we linger at the edge just one more time, watching our dreams slip away? Will we see our Bears reforge their legacy on the ashes of past calamities and rise once more? Or are we destined to be haunted, forever replaying the double doinks and the missed opportunities that taunt us like a broken record? This is our heart's last stand. Bears fans, grab that last drink. Look into your fellow fans' eyes and dare to believe in the chaos, the promise of a new dawn, because this ride is far from over.